Today's question is, how can you do a fire with only a knife, or if you have only a ferro rod? Stay tuned. So let's say you were outdoor hiking and you lost your backpack by an accident, and you were lucky and survived it without any injuries or something like this, and you have only a spare fire rod in your pocket, and you're finding yourself now in this extreme survival situation when you have to survive. The big question is, how do you gain now sparks out of this so you can actually do a fire? The most easiest way is you find one of those two stones. This is a regular flint stone, and this is a random quartz stone. You find them pretty much anywhere. If you don't find the typical one, these white big pieces, you may have seen those stones before with this little white stuff in the inside with a texture. This is the same material as this. The only thing you need to do is just to break it out, and boom, you're ready to go. Just grab your flint stone and boom, this white quartz stone, just place it somewhere and take a random stone. Zack, das war's schon. As you can see, it works just perfect. But what are you going to do if you only have a knife? Well, how simple is that? You try to find exact the same stones and hope you have some Kohlenstoff material in the knife so you can create sparks by hitting the rocks. I know for some of you this is really painful to see when someone is treating his knife as I do, but for me this is just a working item and not a show object. But even though it is just a working item, it's not in my interest, of course, to break the knife just for a video. So I'm gonna use now one of those. I proved already it does work, so this is just the same thing, just a little bit cheaper and made for it. I assume for us it's very clear. Then with a fire steel like this, you actually can ignite almost every kind of tinder you find. But how is that with the stones? Because here it is very important to know, you need for each stone a different tinder. So here you can see the three stones again. This is the one I broke in half with this texture in it. The normal quartz stone and the normal flint stone. So just to show you the thing in a total again, flint stone, quartz stone, and the one I have broken in parts with a texture. The main difference between those stones, these are basically the same because it's quartz. The main difference between those stones is then the flint stone creates hot sparks, while the quartz stone is creating cold sparks. Of course they're hot, but not as hot as the normal flint stone. The big difference between those, or in the field, that means for us, then with this stone, with the normal flint stone, it is possible to get a normal untreated tinder fungus to glim, while with this one I was never able to manage. Maybe someone is able to do it, but I have never ever made it so far, so I don't know. With this quartz stone, the most easiest way to get the fire on is to find the Chaga fungus. With this fungus and the quartz, I managed like 100 times already, and I even have a video on my German channel to prove this. So I'm gonna make a link down in the info box, so have a look if you're interested. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was useful for one or another. If you subscribe, you're gonna see more stuff like this if you're interested. And here are maybe 2 videos you would like to see. Also, I put all links down in the info box. See you soon. Till then, bye.